How are you? Do you need anything?
I'm fine. I'm living on my own like Father wanted me to. No offense, but I don't like seeing you. Please leave me be. I'm fine. I don't need any help.
I mean, that's fair. I wouldn't want to see us either right now.
Hello. 'Tis wonderful to see you.
Yeah, you say that, but, I'm not feeling the best right now.
All right then, my beloved.
Let's get out of here. Let's leave Hamid alone. Do you think Nenra actually did what Hamid's father said she did?
She might have. I have no way of knowing, since those memories didn't come back. What if Umbra only acts the way she does because of what was done to her?
Hamid's father certainly seemed to think so. It could be true.
Still, it's no excuse. She shouldn't have corrupted his mind. Although, that's hard for me to say, given the things I still do to our enemies.
We have to find her.
The only clue we have is that, without my body, Umbra can only operate through black soul gems. The ideal masters must be helping her, somehow. We need an expert in soul gems, someone who can understand their nature. If only Naenra was still with us, she would have known what to do.
We'll find someone. We always do.
And when the time comes, we'll confront Umbra once again. It's her soul what's black, not the gems.
I mean, the gems are also black, but I get what you mean. I know what you mean by that. I guess the real question is, who do we talk to? Is it going to tell me where exactly to go? Okay, pointing towards Winterhold, which, honestly, even if there wasn't a marker, I was going to go to the College of Winterhold anyway. New dialogue line just popped up. Umbra, you seem thoughtful.
Beloved, can I talk to you for a moment?
Of course, you can tell me anything, anytime.
This entire issue with Hamid and his father, and how they felt attached to, well, the body I was wearing. It clearly meant a lot to them.
I hope you're not feeling any regrets. Well, it might have meant a lot to them, but it belongs to you now. I don't necessarily like either of these responses. Once again, it very much feels like I'm just trying to shirk any responsibility or guilt for all the things we've done.
It just makes me think how important it is to take care of and preserve these precious flesh bodies that
I really am a bad person in all this, aren't I?
that we go through so much effort to obtain. So, I want to try something. I want to make sure you can always recover these bodies, even if we ever leave any of them behind during our travels.
Well, Nanra did give us a summoning spell. I'd rather you didn't. It's a little bit morbid. Let's just leave that topic alone. Let's see where the summoning spell goes.
Yes, and I believe now I understand how it works. I've been paying attention to what happens every time I inhabit a body. And, well, if you can give me a Daedric heart, I believe I can imprint it somehow to connect it with the body I'm wearing. The heart will be consumed, but a magical link will be formed for me to summon the corresponding body anytime. Just ask me to. It's a small gift I can give you, my way to show you how much I cherish these bodies that you give me. Would you like me to try this, beloved?
Umbra out here just trying to collect bodies like they're outfits, like they're just outfits in her closet. It's a bit morbid. Let's leave that topic alone. We've already killed enough people for you to inhabit one body. And here's the thing, in case you don't remember, I wanted to use a bandit body for Umbra and was told that it wasn't unique enough. I had to get a named NPC for Umbra, otherwise I was just going to use a bandit.
I see. I'm sorry. Let's not talk about it anymore.
It's okay, like, you're not in trouble at all. I just, you know, if I can cut down on the serial killer stuff, that's probably for the best. Oh, conversation topic's still there.
If that is all you need.
I don't know if it's gonna make me agree to it then, or if that's just gonna maybe go away after a little while. Either way, let's head off to Winterhold. Also, come to think about it, I probably could have found, you know, a named bandit or a named NPC that wasn't necessarily innocent. So I could have done that. Maybe that's what I should have done instead.
I can see why the locals practically live in the tavern.
Do you still have the same dialogue? Okay, yeah, so she still has that. So I don't know if that's gonna stay there or what.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Maybe it'll go away after we move the quest forward? Hey, Nelacar, you know stuff about soul gems, right?
Just glad all that business with Malin is over with. What did you need?
I need your expertise. It's about black soul gems.
I've heard of your adventures, and you, dear lady, must be Umbra.
You've heard of Umbra before?
Oh, anyone with an interest in the Daedra is familiar with Nerisithil's book. Although it's wise to have her in disguise, as it were. Interesting use of Eldmeri flesh magic, I might add. So, how may I be of service?
If you've heard of Umbra, then you already know who Umbra is.
Oh, I certainly do, believe me. Go on.
It sounds like you're very familiar.
Purely out of scholarly interest, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Please, continue.
We believe Umbra is somehow working in partnership with the Ideal Masters.
The Ideal Masters, you say?
The very same.
They have no way to directly interfere in our material plane from their soul cairn, except, of course, through soul gems.
Exactly. We believe anyone in possession of a black soul gem is at risk. Umbra's coming through these gems. People who touch them become possessed.
Possessed, you say? Interesting. Mind control, are you sure?
Well, we just killed an old man who was controlled by Umbra, so yes. Perhaps it's not their mind she touches. Perhaps it is their heart.
She sets them free of the artificial boundaries of morality.
I didn't say that.
She removes the flimsy ethical barriers that separate prey from predator. Quite tragic if that were to happen, but quite tragic.
We just, killed an old sick man who got a lot more spunk once, Umbra took over. How do you know all this?
You already know the answer, my friend. It's why you came to me, after all. I am Skyrim's resident expert in all things soul gems, and this includes a thorough understanding of the Ideal Masters, the soul cairn, the ways in which they operate, and yes, of entities such as Umbra too.
And to Umbra.
It is well known that the witch Nelacar included a fearsome mind control mechanism in her prized creation. One that many mages have tried to replicate since, but failed to. Perhaps your companion Umbra enjoys use of said ability as well from time to time.
When Umbra mind controls an enemy, it's different. I'm rationalizing now.
Yes, she controls her enemies like puppets, does she not? Almost no better than resurrected corpses, wouldn't you say?
Well,
Umbra's method, on the other hand, seems more refined, more subtle. Rather than crudely lobotomizing every victim, Umbra is more like a precision scalpel. She removes only specific moral barriers, preventing people from well, it's a rather primal, if starkly honest form of freedom, we have to admit.
It doesn't matter how it works, Umbra must be stopped. You sound like you almost admire her methods. You realize what she does is evil.
Yes, of course, and you can count on me to help you stop her. First, I will need a number of black soul gems to study. Would you be able to procure, say, 5 of them for me?
Empty? Filled?
And don't worry, Umbra will not be able to infect you through them if you touch them. I can see already that you are immune.
Empty soul gems. Perfect. How can you see that? I think part of it's because I already rejected Umbra. Like, Umbra already tried to fully take me over, and I managed to reject her through the power of love. I think it was through the power of love. It's been a little while now.
It's your aura. You were already possessed by Umbra once, were you not? Think of it like a disease. Once cured, you develop an immunity to it. As for me, I will be fine as well. I'm an expert in my field, and I know what precautions to take.
I'll come back with 5 empty black soul gems for you.
And I will prepare the necessary materials for my work while you are away. Best of luck, friend.
Oh, do I not have the quest active? I do. It just doesn't have any marker, obviously, because I'm just getting soul gems.
The mages don't let us go into college.
So,
They said it's not safe.
what do you think of Nelacar so far?
He seems eager. I do not believe he is motivated purely by altruism. I sense a hunger in him, a certain ambition.
Well, he is an authority in the field. He was oddly complimentary of Umbra.
Purely out of scholarly interest, of course.
You're scaring the child.
Don't worry, beloved. We'll make use of him as long as he is of use to us. What gains he makes along the way will be incidental.
Aster says his pa says the college makes lots of bad things happen. But the mages I've seen look nice.
It's the thing of, I almost feel like I need to be Da Umbra's, like, moral guide. And right now, I think I'm doing a terrible job at it. Okay, so it goes back to that other line from before.
From the moment you called my name, I knew what home was.
Yeah, we need to maybe work on your moral ethics. Hello? Are you coming up to us?
It's you. I finally found you.
Oh no.
Who? Me? Oh,
What is it?
not this again.
Dragons?
If it isn't the
What
slayer
happened
of the
to my
Glenmoril
sister?
witches, how can I...
I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't lie to me. I got a vision from Mafala. Mafala herself sent me to you.
What's this about Mafala?
Ah, yes, I recognize you too. You're the other one the boy spoke about. The famous one.
Oh no, not the boy! Hamid might be working with the Daedra now. Let's try this again. I'm George. Who are you, and how do you know of us?
My name is Thornir. Mafala led me to you. You both look just as the boy Hamid described. You killed his father.
Well, his father asked me to. It's complicated. What business do you have with us?
It's complicated, it seems. Let me ask you something. Have you ever spoken to a Daedric prince?
Who hasn't? You could say that. Clavicus and I have a history, yes. Could be others. You could say that.
Mafala, the web spinner, she spoke to me. Inside my mind, she told me, go high above solitude and watch the sun rise over the land. From the mouth of a child in mourning, you will find your truth. I did. That's how I found Hamid. I helped him bury his father.
We should have stayed and helped him bury his father. We really should have done that. By sure, one Daedric prince at a time. Mafala's gonna have to wait in line. How is this related to us?
I just want to know what happened to my sister. Did you do it? Did you kill her?
Well, I don't know your sister.
Her name was Lami. She left our farm a year ago to spite our father. She swore she would become a bandit. She was barely of age, you see.
Did we kill Lami?
She had always been rebellious. This one time when we were kids, she punched another boy who was bullying me once, straight in the jaw.
I'm gonna listen quietly.
Last year when she didn't come back home after a month, I went looking for her. I searched everywhere, from Morthal to Markarth. Not too long after, I found her. Turns out she did indeed become a bandit, of sorts. She was surrounded by bandits, her companions, I assume. All dead. Every single one. There was so much blood, and that's when I heard Mafala's voice.
You know, if I'm gonna trust the Daedric Prince, Mafala's really kind of, one of the last that I would trust for honest information.
Perhaps Mafala felt my pain. I nearly tore my own eyes out. I swore I would find my sister's killer. I swore I would find whoever mangled my sister's body like that. Whoever ripped her flesh like that. Whoever butchered her and left her corpse on the floor, bloodied and torn. Then her liver was missing.
Okay, I didn't do that.
Heart was missing, her liver, 3 fingers, and a right eye. Do you hear me? She'd been harvested like cattle.
Actually, that might have been me.
What kind of monster does that?
That may have been me, actually.
Why? And I screamed I would give my life to find her killer. I screamed, and my cries pierced through oblivion, and Mafala herself answered my call. The web spinner herself sent me to Hamid, and now Hamid sent me to you. So now, you're going to answer my questions now, aren't you?
Here's the thing I will say. I probably shouldn't be defending myself, but your sister was a bandit. I kill bandits. Yes, the harvesting organs and stuff, that's a little morbid and kind of messed up, but I kill bandits. It's what I do. I will answer what I can. Ask away.
Did you kill her?
I don't remember. You can't give me a bandit's name and expect me to know it. Probably I kill a lot of bandits, so I'm gonna say yes.
Why?
She was a bandit! Because she was a bandit, we kill bandits all the time! Why did she kill innocent people as bandits do? Isn't that the better question?
Why did you rip her body like that?
Okay, that's... I know this is hard to understand, but my reasons are valid if you just listen. It's not really that valid. It's not actually that valid. Once again, we did what the butcher of Windhelm was doing.
We have won the day. Let us continue onwards.
Oh, I just realized, oh no! I don't know if I have the 5 soul gems anymore, because I just captured a soul! Oh! No! I gotta go get another black soul gem now! Damn it, I didn't think that one through. I wonder if you have anything to say about this. No, nothing new.
If that is all you need.
Because it does seem that when she has something new to say, it'll take over the "you seem thoughtful" line. I'm wondering if it just keeps on giving me that line of dialogue, that way I always have the option to change my mind and go through with her using the Daedra hearts.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a hard save. I'm gonna go through and say, sure, go ahead, use the Daedra hearts, and I'll see if it opens up her regular dialogue menu again.
And there haven't been any...
I can see how this would be helpful.
Are you referring
It
to
will be done. Just give me a Daedric heart anytime.
I expect a bit of animosity.
Thank you, beloved.
I see.
Yeah, I think I had to do this. I think I was supposed to do this. Umbra can now register specific bodies. Give her a Daedra heart for her to register her current body if she hasn't already, and you can ask her to summon it at any time. Register bodies never rot away, regardless of how long they're left unused. She'll now automatically return to her last used body every time enemies kill her out of it.
Well, let me know if
So I
things
should get
out
her
of hand.
Daedra heart just once again for this body, if nothing else.
Now here's a man I'm glad to see.
I'm taken by a magic sword. Sorry. Nelacar, I brought you 5 black soul gems as requested. I actually got an extra one in case I had to kill someone else who was hunting us down for Mafala.
Ah, excellent. Give me a day to work on them. Come back tomorrow and they will be ready.
Ready for what?
I have an idea. I believe the unique characteristics of several races, when combined, will possibly be able to nullify Umbra's mind control abilities. I'll explain it all tomorrow. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Bye now.
Is this gonna be a repeat of what I had to do for collecting the blood samples for Septimus, where I have to maybe capture the soul of the different races in the soul gems, and maybe that'll be what he's after when he talks about the characteristics? Guess we'll find out. But for now, let us sleep and hopefully not get ambushed by anyone else. Father told me not to worry, but he never knew how to lie. I think I picked that trait from him. He worries Lamia's dead and I'll die before I find her, but he also knows better than to try to talk me down. He knows where I got my stubbornness from. No innkeeper has heard nor seen Lami so far. I hesitated before offering them extra money for the information, such dirty practice. But they all returned my coins. They had truly not seen her. The only thing I bought was shame. Not ale, just shame. Finally, a clue. A beggar saw her pass by. I didn't have to pay for the information, but it feels like more a transaction and less like a bribe. I have a direction. I know where to look. Bandits. Arcade, curse them. If they laid a single finger on my sister, I swear to all divines I'll tear them limb from limb all by myself. I don't know how I will tell Father. Should I lie? It'll break his heart either way. She's dead, and this, he expected, told me as much. But to learn that she had become a bandit, and to learn someone desecrated her body like that, I can barely write. This is the second pen. I broke the first. Who does that? Who butchers? Mafala spoke to me. I never saw myself as someone chosen by the gods for anything. You weren't. You're a pawn, frankly. I grew up a farmer, but the web spinner heard my anger. I feel that if the rage in my heart was a fire, it would have turned me and the entire place to ash. And I would have laughed as the flames consumed us all. Burn, butcher, burn. I will find your killer, Lami. Mafala wants me to ask a child. It's a riddle, perhaps? It doesn't matter. I will find your killer. I will get the retribution that is owed to us both. When I face my father at last, I will be able to tell him I did something about the horrible world we live in. Burned some, perhaps. But I will have done something. Didn't just take it. The boy described 2 people I should be looking for. One of them is famous, the other was his godmother. It's a start. One thing that I'm noting that I think is a really interesting twist is that we're now dealing with this whole idea of like predator versus prey, these people who have gone their whole lives doing everything that they've been told to do and have been persecuted, have been treated badly, have gotten nowhere in life, and now we're dealing with this kind of resentment from them, whether it was Hamid's father, whether it was the guy that we just killed. We're seeing these people ready to rise up, and they're just not ready to be trod upon anymore.
We have a great view of the Sea of Ghosts from up here. Maybe we will see a ghost ship. You can just feel the magic here.
You talking about the college, or you talking about me? Either way, waited a full day. Let's get back to Nelacar. Rise and shine, Nelacar. It's not exactly early. It's almost noon. Hello, Nelacar. Were you able to complete your work on the Black Soul Gems?
I was. I made certain changes to these soul gems. You could say that they are attuned to mystical frequencies which are unique to Umbra. I need you to find 5 people you can truly trust. People you would feel honored fighting side by side with.
Oh.
I will need 2 orcs, a male and a female, as well as 2 Dunmer, a male and a female also.
I don't have anyone.
And a single Khajiit, male. Based on my studies, this exact mix is the ideal combination.
I don't know if I have 5 people that I trust. I can think of the Khajiit. I'm just gonna take J'zargo.
A ritual. Let's just say the qualities of their spirits, combined with unique traits of their races, will form a mystic wall between this plane and the Soul Cairn. A wall Umbra will not be able to pierce through.
What do I tell them exactly?
Tell them to gather at Arkwind Point. The veil is thinnest there, even more so than in High Rothgar.
Oh, because that's where we were
I'll be on my way there myself to prepare everything.
Umbra's last quest.
Once everyone arrives, I'll direct you all on how to perform the ritual. Trust me, it will be quite the sight to see.
Well, they're gonna die. There's no way my friends are gonna survive the ritual. Let's just be honest about that right now. Because here's what I'm wondering now. It says 5 friends. Does that mean they have to be people who can follow me, or anyone that I've just kind of like done a quest for before? If it's anyone who likes me, if it's 5 people that like me, that makes it a little easier.
J'zargo had expected to be named Archmage, but there is still time.
Have I introduced you to Umbra?
What a pretty lady. Khajiit is pleased to meet you.
Well, there's something you should know about her. Show her sword form. Oh no. Is this how I possess people?
Amazing. Khajiit had never seen such wonder. A living soul in the shape of a blade, yes?
Her name is Umbra, and we need your help.
Khajiit's help is needed? What did this one do to deserve such honor?
You're a Khajiit. There's a certain Daedric entity called Umbra.
This one had never heard of such name.
You're a mage and you've never heard of Umbra?
Khajiit does not need complex reasons.
Okay.
Being the enemy of a trusted friend is reason enough.
I thank you. She is indeed our enemy.
And how does this enemy choose to attack?
Through black soul gems, actually.
This one likes to be prepared.
So watch out. She's corrupting the minds of people who touch black soul gems.
Traps, then. Khajiit is safe. This one knows how to stay away from traps, even magical ones.
I'm working with Nelacar. He's working on a ritual to stop her.
Fighting fire with fire sometimes burns the whole forest, yes?
Yeah, I've used your scrolls, you would know.
But this one swears to help. Khajiit holds shared history in great regard, and will do as he is asked.
Go to Arkwind Point and wait for me there. Others will come too.
Arkwind Point. This one knows of it. Unnaturally cold, despite being so far south. Bad hunting grounds. Even animals steer clear of it.
Nelacar will conduct some sort of ritual there to block Umbra's influence.
This one trusts you completely.
You probably shouldn't.
Khajiit is not surprised that others trust you too. By the time you arrive, Khajiit will have tents and plentiful food for all.
Thank you, J'zargo. I knew I could count on you.
This one is honored to be in the hunting party. Umbra should fear us.
They did a really good job with the audio. I'm wondering how they
had
did
expected to be named Archmage, but there is still time.
Because I feel like the voice was ever so slightly different. It was a pretty close approximation, but it felt slightly different. So I think they just recast them the same way that they recast Nelacar. Nelacar's wasn't as spot on, but even still, the voice acting so far, even for revoiced characters, I think has been pretty solid. So
Maybe
the
later.
thing
I'm
is
sort of busy now. Jazargo understands.
I do
You
want to
hesitate
give
because you know
Umbra the
Jazargo
Daedra
will
Heart,
be
because
better
otherwise I
than
have to use
Very well.
this spell every time. Oh, okay, good, you put your armor back on. You were naked for a second,
Are the
and...
Archmage's robes as comfortable as Jazargo believes them to be?
I don't necessarily need everyone just staring at you here. We're already drawing enough attention to ourselves.